So what about like milk spotted maple leaves? I mean, would you consider those retail worthy or would you pay less?
What's up, YouTube? Silver Dragons here, and in this video we're going to talk about milk spotted silver coins. We'll talk about why your coins have these weird milky blotches on them. We will talk about how it affects the value of the coins, and also how you can maybe remove the milk spots. So let's do it. Thank you for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. First thing I want to do is go through some of these coins here and show you some examples of milk spotting. So this is a Canadian silver maple leaf from 2016. I have a whole tube of these, and unfortunately they are all milk spotted. So you can see the milkiness around the edge or rim of the coin. Let me show you the other side here. And it has some pretty nasty milkiness on this side as well. We have the classic milk spots. They actually look like spots. Maybe someone poured a little bit of milk and it splashed onto the coin. So that's why we call them milk spots. Show you the other side here. This one is actually pretty gross on that side. This Krugerrand here, this one is exceptionally bad. Lots of milkiness, as we say. And we do have a coin that is in a capsule. It's actually graded. You can see the milk spots kind of over on the right. There's some bigger ones there. And so even coins that are in capsules and graded, they are susceptible to milk as well. Here is an example of a piece of silver that is toned. So if your silver is turning brown or orange, even if it's small spots that are starting to form, that is not milk spotting. This happens naturally from sulfur in the air, and this is actually kind of desirable. Some people like the toning on their silver coins. So toning is different than milk spotting. This will happen pretty much if your coins are exposed to any air or humidity, but the milk spots actually happen because the coin was made incorrectly. So when the coins are just blanks, they're basically a 1 ounce piece of silver with nothing on them at all, they go through a cleaning process at the mint. This sometimes is called cleaning or polishing or burnishing, but basically the solution that they use contains what we think is borax. Here is some borax right here. Some of you will be familiar with this detergent booster, and as you can see, it is white. So if this is mixed with water and used to clean the silver, it's very possible some could be left on the coins when they go through the next process, which is called the annealing process. This is when the blanks are heated up. The reason they're heated up is so that they don't crack when they actually are minted. This annealing or heating process basically softens the coins. After this, the coins are minted and they usually look perfect right after they're done. However, these pesky milk spots can show up either 6 months or 6 years after the coin is minted. It could really happen anytime down the road. And the reason they show up is just random. I mean, it could be due to air exposure or heat or humidity. We don't exactly know, but this is very common on different types of silver coins. So the question is, will this affect the value of your silver coins?
So what about like milk spotted maple leaves? I mean, would you consider those retail worthy or would you pay less?
We would pay a little bit less for those. As soon as something gets damaged or defaced, you know what, it really goes to the round price in my shop.
Okay.
And I will sell them like that too. If they're milky, I'm not going to sell them like a brand new product.
That was Dennis, the owner of my local coin shop, and as he said, if your maple leafs are milk spotted, they will treat them like a silver round. Currently, their buyback price for silver rounds is $24.28. Their buyback price for maple leafs is $26 per coin. So if your maples are undamaged, you'll make an additional $1.72 per coin when you go and sell them to this particular coin shop. So if you have damaged maple leafs that have these pesky milk spots on them, is it possible to remove the milk spots without damaging the coins even more? Because if the coins are all scratched up from the removal process, it's not like you're going to get any more money for them. So we're going to try 2 different strategies for removing milk spots, and we'll see if either one is effective. Now, you might think this is a joke, but people have been using erasers for years to attempt to remove milk spots. The problem is you might actually scratch the coin worse than before. So I'm going to try just a little sample up here at the top, right next to the ETH. We will see if we can get that removed. Okay, I've been working at that for probably a few moments, and it definitely does look slightly better. I mean, it hasn't really fixed the finish on the coin, but you definitely can't tell the milk spots are there as easily. Maybe I'll try and do the whole surface of the coin and see how it looks after that. Okay, I did the whole right half there, and it definitely looks like it is removing the milk spots, so that's pretty cool, but it is leaving scratches on the coin, and it is ruining the finish. I mean, obviously the finish is much more dull now, so I wonder if there's a way to improve the finish, maybe dipping it in some type of a solution. So all in all, I would say this is kind of successful, but certainly not what I was hoping for. For my second attempt at removing milk spots, we're going to use high heat. This is a MAP gas torch that I'm pointing directly at the milk spots, trying to get them to go away. I have heard that this works. If you use high heat, you should be able to just burn them off. I mean, one of the ways they got on there was high heat. Maybe we can use high heat to take them off. And as you can see, it is kind of changing the finish on the coin for sure. I mean, it's certainly not as shiny as it was before. And I have this turned all the way up. So we're heating up this coin quite a bit. And I really think it's just kind of ruining the coin. I mean, it might be removing the milk spots, but the coin looks a lot worse than it did before. I would say that was a big fail. We basically just turned it into one big milk spot. Here's a look at the other side. So that was definitely unsuccessful. The other one I feel like was pretty unsuccessful as well. If I took these down to the local coin shop, they're probably going to treat them as damaged. So those were my 2 strategies for removing milk spots, and neither one of them worked. If you have any ideas on how to remove milk spots on silver coins, feel free to put those ideas down below in the comment section. Maybe I will do a follow-up video where I try more ways to remove milk spots. I certainly have a lot of milk spotted coins, so we could try 10 different ways and see what works. And then maybe I could take them down to my coin shop and try and pass them off as undamaged and see what happens. So definitely leave your comments down below. I'm curious what your thoughts are on these pesky milk spots. But I guess the best thing to do is just buy silver coins that probably won't milk spot. There are a few types out there. Usually the American Silver Eagles don't milk spot, and usually the Canadian Silver Maple Leafs from 2018 or newer will not milk spot because of the new Mint Shield technology. Usually the Perth Mint does pretty good with their products as well, although this coin is from the Perth Mint and it certainly did milk spot, so they're not perfect. But anyway, it's just kind of one of those things. When you buy silver coins, they may milk spot, they may not. If they do, it's certainly going to hurt the value of your coins. But that's all I got today. I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you all in my next one. Silver Dragons out.